have no remorse.
He was a man born like me and you from the ghetto of Nazareth. Now we can't say there's no excuse for us to be purpose.
Right.
Because we are born of a man from the ghetto.
Right.
That's
Right.
how it helped us.
We're going to rule well on the earth. On the earth. Guess what? We're not going to some pie in the sky. That's right. You're not going to die and go underground. Let me tell you what's going to happen. You will be on the bottom of society, and you are going to be in the bottom of society until there are no more of you. That's how God is going to fix the earth.
And now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Right. Now is the time to awake out of sleep. Now is the time to stop celebrating those Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, and Halloween. Now is the time. Now is the time to come back to your Father's commandments. Right? Now is the time to come back to Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread. Right? Now is the time to come back to the Feast of First Fruits. Now is the time to come back to loving thy brother like thyself. Now is the time to come back. If we don't come back, then we'll just get sucked up into the judgment of America. And you don't want to get sucked up into the judgment of America, because America's judgment is burning. America's judgment is hellfire. That's what America's judgment is. Keep going, Art.
For now is our salvation nearer.
It's what?
Our salvation nearer.
And black man, Hispanic, Native American man, for us to have salvation, somebody has to be destroyed. For us to have our kingdom, there's a kingdom that has to be destroyed. Right? Just like when the Romans took power, right? The Greeks had to their kingdom had to go under. Right? When the Greeks took power, the Persian Empire had to go under. When the Persians took power, right, the Babylonians had to go under.
Right.
Right? So for us to take power and for Christ to take power, right, a kingdom here that's ruling now has to go under. And that just so happened to be the Edomite kingdom.
Right.
That just so happened to be the Edomite kingdom. The Edomite kingdoms have to go under for you to have salvation, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. I know you don't want to hear it, but that's just the fact of the matter. You think Donald Trump's going to rule with Christ? You think Joe Biden's going to share the White House? We're going to share the White House with Christ? Is that what we think? Well, what's his name? What's his name? Netanyahu. You think Netanyahu? You think he's gonna share Israel with Christ? Is that what y'all think is gonna happen? You think Hamas is gonna share with Christ? No, Christ has to rule, and all these other kingdoms have to fall, man.
Right.
They have to fall. Hey, you're looking at the beginning of it. You're looking at the beginning of it. Right? Give me Psalms 119 and 60. Give me Psalms 119 and 60. Because we've been sitting and waiting too long, black man, Hispanic man. We've been sitting waiting too long. The Lord didn't say, oh yeah, just sit and wait and I'm gonna come and then we just gonna rock it together then. No. The Lord said, make haste, hurry up, do it fast. The Lord didn't say just chill until I come back.
Right.
No, the Lord said, make haste. Right? The Lord said, make haste. The Lord didn't say, just be cool. We're gonna get it all together when I come back. No. The Lord said, practice the righteousness of heaven now. You practice the righteousness of heaven now. Then when Christ returns, it ain't gonna be such a shocker to you. You got that for me? Go ahead.
The book of Psalms 119, verse 60. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
Ooh-wee. What did King David say? Read that one more time.
I made haste.
He said, I made haste. He didn't say, oh, well, I'm going to just wait and study a little bit. No, he said, I made haste to do what?
And delayed not.
Right, to do what?
To keep thy commandments.
That's what King David said. King David said, I hurried up and I didn't delay to keep the commandments of God. Why? Because that's where our salvation is. The more that come keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and the more that come to the Isupk, and the more that come learn the truth of who they are and what to do, right? What happens? Keep going.
Verse 61, the bands of the wicked have robbed me.
Right. The bands of the wicked have robbed us. They robbed us from our nationality, right? They robbed us from our land. They robbed us from our God. They robbed us from our laws, statutes, and commandments. They robbed everything from us. Hell, they robbed our wives. They robbed our families. Keep going.
But I have not forgotten thy law.
But even though they did all that, what did King David say?
But I have not forgotten thy law.
Right. We have not forgotten our laws. We haven't forgotten what keeps us whole. Right? We haven't forgotten that. Because our laws is our heritage, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. Right? The devil came to separate us. But those laws, statutes, and commandments is what brings us back together. Right? Under our God, the God of this here Bible. Under our King, his son, Jesus Christ. Right?
Right.
Ain't that the truth? That's the truth about it, right? We have a king. We have a God. We have a nation. We have a nation. We have a law. We have a code of conduct. We have a dress code. We have a dietary law. We have high holy days. We have all these things. We have these things. We have our own code of conduct to be a separate nation right here in America. But first we have to want to keep these things. We have to want to separate from the devil and come together with each other.
All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life.
You don't receive her what? Her planet in the Isupk. We ain't worried about the coronavirus. How many of us do you see with masks on? Right. How many of us do you see out here afraid with gloves on?
140 for the rebel.
The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different.
Don't sit here and talk shit like what's gonna pop up, what's gonna do this. If you're gonna cross the line, cross the fucking line. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
That's it. Right.
Please, forgive me for the time that I did. If rankings give me, have your respect to your apprentice.
Nosotros somos una nación. Nosotros somos la misma gente. Nosotros.
El mundo sepa que nuestros hermanos negros y hermanos moranos ya no estarán separados, pero se unirán para hacer grandes cosas por todas las 12 tribus peredas de Israel. Juan Yasha'al.